Going on, Falcon fan? This your boy Ricondo come back at you with another video. So today we're gonna do some quick Atlanta Falcon news. A lot of little storylines coming around during this off-season dead period before we get into training camp. So guys, before we get into that video, if you have not already, go ahead and please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the notification bell so you know when I drop another video. Please hit the like button so I know you guys that hear what I talk about. Then please share my video throughout the YouTube universe so more people can come in and hear me talk about these Atlanta Falcons. So like I said, quick news, short video. First of all, the Atlanta Falcons signed Bradley Pinion. Um, he was actually cut by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He was actually signed by the 49ers. This guy got a strong leg. You could tell that his numbers basically decreased from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because really those guys never really punted. But I think it's a solid punter to come in and actually compete with the guy that I actually had picked to make the 53-man roster, Seth Rogen from the undrafted free agent. Which what they had to do to get to 90 players, they waived Don Maggio. Don Maggio's been around a couple of seasons with the Falcons back and forth on the team practice squad, competing. You need to always have competition at every spot, so it's no shock that they actually brought a competition in for the punter position. Um, Gonna be interesting to see if he can actually beat out my guy that I thought that was going to make this 53-man roster at punter. But this is a veteran guy that's been in the league a while. I think, like I said, his skill set is something that you could utilize in the NFL. So the Falcons might decide to go with this veteran instead of the undrafted free agent. We just have to see. But once again, competition is at every spot. We just love to see it. All right, next storyline. Let's talk about Avery Williams. He had an interview when he was talking about his position changing from cornerback to over to the running back position. He says he's really excited about that, but he do understand that his main role is a special teams. Um, this guy was dynamic in college, running the ball back on special teams on punts and kickoff returns. Um, I don't see any reason why he can't continue to improve from what he did last year. He's one of the better returners that we have had in Atlanta Falcons and in a couple of years. If you guys remember in the Dan Quinn regime, we kept striking out trying to find a returner back there. But I think Avery Williams actually did very well last year. Of course, he was brought in to do the punt returns because Cordell Patterson was doing kickoff returns. But however, Cordell Patterson got more touches on offense, so the Falcons felt like they had to, take some of that pressure off some of the things that Cordell Patterson was doing. Avery Williams, this guy, you got to think about it. He does have defensive mindset. One of his special teams coach, Maurice Williams, talked about because he's going to come with that physicality because of defense. He understands how defense going to utilize angles and stuff like that to try to stop runners. So that's going to definitely help him in the run game. His elusiveness that he has, and if you guys remember last year when he was drafted actually by the Atlanta Falcons, Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot kind of joke about putting this guy on offense. This is just more weapons that Arthur Smith could utilize to to put in his scheme to kind of like I was talking about yesterday with Kyle Pitts, is to find those mismatches. And the more tools you got in your toolbox, the more schemes you can do, game plans different each week coming in under these 17 games, the more weapons you can use, the better you can be as an offense and try to outsmart your opponent. That's what it's all about. Like we talked about, this game is mental. Some of these guys, all these guys are good, they're pros, but you got to be able to identify the mismatches, take advantage of mismatches, and be able to get the ball in your playmaker's hand. A guy like Avery Williams could definitely be that guy. Of course, he was one of the running backs that, of course, I selected on my 53-man roster because um, of his special team abilities, being able to return the ball back in the special team game. So that's what I think about Avery Williams. I think he's going to do good. I really don't see him getting a whole bunch of touches on offense, but like I said, they have a couple of packages for him to come in to have the defense think about just another weapon Arthur Smith could use. And then the last thing we'll talk about today, Pro Football Focus came out with their grades by position from some of our players. Um, I didn't really like it. I kind of respect Pro Football Focus a little bit, but in this instance, I think these guys are just grading our team low on everything. So um, you can go out and look at the grades. Of course, they had AJ Terrell graded as a high defensive player. Had Chris Lindstrom graded as the highest offensive player. But I just feel like um, everybody looking at this 2022 team, it's going to be like a 5-win team. We already talked about that, and I just don't like it. So um, that's just my opinion about it. These guys, they have to start to look at this team different. But I like it because that could be just bulletin board material for these Atlanta Falcons to come into training camp, keep that chip on their shoulders, and try to prove everybody wrong. I mean, they have nothing to lose because at this point nobody expects them to do anything anyway. So they should come out and try to win as many games as they can and see what happens. So guys, let me know what you think about those grades out there. Like I said, go out there and look at them. I didn't even want to post them because I didn't like them. I mean, it just, to me, it's just a little disrespectful. Some of these guys that ain't played. I get it. You going off the last year. You're going off things like that. The numbers from when they played before, but um, I think we're on a clean slate. That's how every season should start off. Every player's on a clean slate because everybody get better. That's the whole idea. You want to try to improve from what you did last year, from the year before. Um, no team is going to be the same team, good or bad. So, and with this team, we're gonna have a lot of new starters. I think it's not even the same team from last year. So, um, I just can't wait to training camp start. We still got about 4 weeks away um, from when these guys supposed to actually report, and we're going to get this thing kicked off. And then they're going to probably go non-stop until, hopefully, for the Falcons in January, February timeframe. So we just have to see what happens. So guys, that's all I got. And I do have some exciting news. I'm actually going to go live, do a video tomorrow. My first time going live. I think that's going to be exciting. Can't wait to see how many of you guys actually come in um, and watch me do that live show. Um, just be on the lookout for that. The title going to be what it means to be Atlanta Falcon fan. So just stand by for that, guys. Hopefully you see some of you guys in my live chat tomorrow. And that's all I have. This is your boy Ricondo. Come back at you with another video. Peace.